I don't want Australia to become like Britain or France or Canada or Germany or these other countries that regret the number they have allowed in the country that have slowly been taking control of it.
G'day everyone, welcome to the Bothy. I'm Chris.
G'day, I'm Al.
Pauline Hanson's in the news for all the wrong reasons this week, mate.
Their religion concerns me because what it says in the Quran, they hate Westerners. And that's what it's all about. You know, you say, oh, well, there's good Muslims out there. Well, I'm sorry. How can you tell me there are good Muslims?
What a surprise.
What a surprise. So we're going to touch on what's happening with the federal police. But first, let's have a quick chat about what Cory Bernardi put out in his press release earlier this week, mate. So for those that don't know, Cory Bernardi is running for the Legislative Council in South Australia at their upcoming election on the 21st of March. This week he issued a media release that is of no great surprise, mate, let's be honest. It was always coming, that there is a uni party.
I know.
I don't know what sort of uniparty it is over there, mate, because Liberal are irrelevant.
Yeah, I know.
In South Australia.
Yeah, but I guess they wanted to be united in all states.
Yeah.
When eventually Liberal make a dramatic comeback in the next 8 years.
20. The media release reads that Peter Malinauskas has confirmed Labor and Liberal will work together to confront One Nation's challenge to the cosy two-party system.
Just tells me they're scared.
Absolutely, they're scared. They're terrified, mate. Labor and Liberal will evidently put One Nation last on how to vote cards. But remember, people, the how to vote cards are an expression of how the parties want you to vote. They are another means of control, really, aren't they? Because a lot of people think, if I'm going to vote Liberal, I need to put these in their order, where you don't. They're requests only. They do not have to be followed if you're voting for a certain party. So give your preferences to whoever you like. Don't be told what to do. They are your preferences. You own them. Don't be coerced into voting along party lines.
Well, did you hear they were talking about immigration and yada, 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 and one thing led to another and said, who do you think is going to be cleaning your arse and looking after you when you're old if we don't bring in the immigrants? That is more hateful, I think. I mean, what? Immigrants are just here to wipe our arses and clean up after us.
My message to One Nation voters is, who's going to feed you and bathe you and wipe your bum when you're 90? Right? Because it ain't going to be your kids. Because if I get my way, they're going to be working on submarines.
Who's going to wipe your asses? Because all our workers are going to be on submarines. Pretty much saying immigrants are only going to be here to wipe our ass.
No. What a cheeky bastard, eh? That's terrible.
Just remember who you're voting for, South Australia.
Yes, exactly.
Crikey, Moses. Yeah, disgusting. At the end of the day, though, Labor will be returned to power in SA and Liberal Party might even be completely irrelevant. Maybe one or two seats, maybe none at all, mate.
Yeah, but I mean, who have they got to vote for there?
Well, nobody.
Nobody we would ever vote for, apart from maybe One Nation, I suppose.
Yeah, and they don't have a strong leader, unfortunately, so problem there. One Nation, I think, can expect to win some seats and they'll go to work on trying to hold the government accountable, which nobody is holding accountable at the moment. But Labor's majority could potentially be very dangerous, mate. I've got a feeling they are going to own the state after the 21st of March. One Nation are running in all bar 2 seats, so they've got good representation in SA and also are contesting 4 of the Legislative Council seats. I think there's 7 that are up. So
that's good, because I thought they only had enough down there for about half the seats.
No, they've put new people in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think it's all bar 2 they are running in.
Too little, too late, though, I think.
Yeah, maybe. The other party that's popped up here is the Animal Justice Party. They're contesting 10 seats at the election. I was hoping that Rennick or someone like that, People First might be there, but they are not contesting in SA at all. So Animal Justice Party, one of your favourites?
No,
exactly right. Let's take a quick look at their policies, mate. They want to declare, as soon as they're in, they want to declare a climate emergency at every level of government as the first step towards systemic change and climate justice. Worse, mate.
I know.
Rapid transition from animal agriculture to plant-based agriculture to promote plant-based only diets.
So they want us to be vegetarians.
Vegetarian, mate. Yeah. Rapidly phase out all fossil fuels, which is pretty much done in SA anyway. They take from us. when they need it. Commit to more ambitious emission reduction targets that don't encourage dead-end solutions like gas, is what they say.
No, yeah, but that's why all the other countries are buying our gas.
Exactly right.
Dead-end solutions.
Dead-end solutions. Your favourite, reimagine the urban design.
15-minute cities.
There you go. Bloody
Do you
hell.
think they're just like, do you reckon they get paid by the likes of the WF or some other mob like that?
They're getting paid by somebody.
They're getting paid by somebody, yeah. So
No doubt about it. Someone is backing these.
Yeah.
These.
and
people.
everything they're suggesting there is everything the WF have suggested.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yep.
no, but we'll be happy. We'll be happy.
We just won't
apparently.
know how to be happy, I don't think. So they're WEF
And we'll be
patsies.
told. We'll be told to be happy.
Yeah, smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no lines there. They're more likely to cozy up to the Greens, we think, animal justice, than to
Yeah,
One
yeah,
Nation.
for sure.
Who are also running in the majority of seats. So One Nation are a little isolated in SA. There are some independents they could try to work with, but not enough seats to make a difference, unfortunately. This will probably force them into suggesting putting the incumbent last on their how to vote cards. So if Labor is in, put that person last. That means putting the Greens or the Animal Justice Party ahead of the incumbent.
Really, all bad.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
Yeah. You got to give your preferences to somebody.
What's happened to South Australia?
Well, it'll be the same here, mate, when it rolls
God.
around. At least we might have Rennick or someone to
Something.
throw down as a second. But the other issue that has come to light this week is that the federal police are investigating Pauline Hanson for her comments around Muslims and that there are no good Muslims. Now, we've both worked with Muslims over the years.
Yep, no problem.
And, yeah, we've found them to be good people, the ones we've worked with. But the federal police has stated that it has received reports of a crime. She named Lakemba as a suburb of West Sydney that displayed a culture that may not align with Australia's culture and used that as an example of where assimilation maybe hadn't occurred. That was how I took it anyway. Here's the thing, right? She speaks from the heart. She's not an eloquent speaker.
No.
She's not polished
No.
like some of these politicians are
No.
who have never worked a day in their life in the real world.
Yeah.
All they've done is practiced
Being
3 minutes of media.
And being a politician.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of these politicians can't think for themselves, mate. They're just sprouting the line
Yep.
that their party follows. She speaks for herself and her party and now a massive amount of Australians.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see why she's getting more popular.
Yep.
Because when the government you have or the government you may have don't listen to you and promise you the world and don't come through it, what else can you do?
Time to go.
You have to vote a third party in.
Yeah.
And it looks like Pauline Hanson's that third party. Well, One Nation.
Yeah, exactly right. So when she makes comments like this, I don't think it really hurts her amongst her supporters. Her supporters understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
And then the media get on it
Oh,
and her opposition get on it and they try to have her criminally charged.
I know. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the French, is it Le Pen?
Yeah.
How she was getting more
Targeted.
popular and more popular, and then they got her charged with some kind
Misusing
Yeah.
funds.
of which they all do.
Exactly right.
So
Every
they
politician
they basically picked her out a group that were all doing the same thing and just went, "Yep,
You can't
that's
do
how
anymore.
that's how we'll get her."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just bollocks.
Exactly right. So if they're going to look into her criminally, I hope they look into Grace Tame as well.
Oh,
She chanted from Gadical to Gaza, globalise the Intifada.
The word intifada means shaking off in Arabic and has been used to refer to 2 periods of violent Palestinian protest against Israel.
That makes me nervous, mate. That is hate speech. I feel,
I feel frightened
scared.
and scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would like the federal police to
To
investigate her.
investigate that, yeah.
Yeah. And I would like her to go to jail.
Yeah, because what's good for one should be good for the other.
Exactly right. Intifada literally means shaking off, and that is a resistance that can lead to violence. It's happened before, and the way she said it into that megaphone looked quite violent.
Yeah,
She was quite
she scared
frightening.
me.
Yeah.
She looked very angry.
She scared me all those years ago when Morrison tried to give her award, and she looked quite angry when she was receiving it, mate.
Congratulations. Down on one knee.
Well,
Enjoy.
Maybe she just looks angry.
She's got an angry face, yeah. So no issue for Grace, evidently, but an investigation into Pauline that could lead to more jail time.
It's going to backfire on them, though.
I hope
You
so,
know
mate.
what? She'll be made a martyr.
Absolutely.
And people that weren't looking will start looking and going, what? They locked her up
For that.
for that.
Yeah.
There's heaps of people out there saying a lot worse than that.
Exactly.
And nothing's happening to them.
Yeah. Exactly right. She didn't threaten anybody.
No.
She didn't do anything.
No. Her opinion was there was no good Muslims.
Exactly right. The problem with this, mate, as we have discussed in a previous episode, it becomes based on feelings. It becomes based on how people interpreted those comments. You know, it's not innocent till proven guilty. Now it's quite the opposite. In fact, there's no jury, there's no fair hearing. So I'm a bit worried for Pauline, mate. This could go to shit.
Yep, it could. But she'll do her usual. She'll stand strong.
Absolutely.
And
well, she's doubled down.
Yeah.
Good on her.
Good on her.
Yep. What I'd love to see is her party come out and support her. There hasn't been a whole lot of people coming out and supporting her. She then went on the ABC and doubled down and said, look, if I've offended anybody, I'm really sorry, but that's how I feel. Well, why can't you speak your feelings?
Yeah.
Yep.
do you genuinely believe there are no good Muslims in Australia?
No, I don't genuinely believe that because one woman stood for me. She was a Muslim, not a practicing Muslim. If I've offended anyone out there that doesn't believe in Sharia law or multiple marriages or wants to bring the ISIS brides in or people from Gaza who believes in the caliphate and all the rest of it, then I apologise to you for my comment. But in general, that's what they want, a world caliphate. And I'm not going to apologise for the fact is I will have my say now before it's too late. I'm at the end of my life. I'm worried about the future of this nation. I don't want Australia to become like Britain or France or Canada or Germany or these other countries that regret the number they have allowed in the country that have slowly been taking control of it.
She wasn't speaking feelings that she's going to run out and murder people or she's going to...
No.
She's calling for people to turn on the Muslim community. She was just saying she doesn't know any good Muslims.
And I don't know about you, but isn't that what freedom of speech is?
Exactly right.
So what's happened to freedom of speech?
Yeah, well, we know what's happened to freedom of speech.
It wasn't hate speech.
No.
As far as I'm concerned.
No.
It was just her opinion.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because they've made these rules perhaps to actually just attack Pauline Hanson. Who knows?
What did we say as soon as they come out? This will target the Greens. This will target One Nation.
Yep.
And here we are, not even 8 weeks later.
No.
It's ridiculous.
And they'll start going after the podcasters that are against them. And soon we'll be living in 1984. The book you've never read, but you hear so much about.
I've got to watch the movie, evidently.
That's
something
really depressing.
Yeah, right. Maybe I won't. Yeah. All right. Let us know what you think, everybody. I mean, this is insanity 101. It's insanity that South Australia are going to all vote pretty much for the same party. And it's insanity that the federal police even accept that this could be a crime. All right. Let us know what you think, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
See ya.